3 counties, 4 months, 11 dead. The CDC says environmental exposure. The Weather Service says drought. The rain gauge in the field says it flooded 3 times last month. Only one of those things can be true. You are about to find out which one they're hiding. You are Mara Solis, Field Officer, Environmental Intelligence Division, deployed to assess anomalous weather patterns in the American Southwest. The brief said drought. It lied. Field report. Day 1, Luna County, New Mexico. The drive-in takes 4 hours. You cross from green to brown in under 20 miles. Not a natural gradient. A line. Nature blurs. Nature transitions. Nature doesn't draw borders in the soil. This one does. Luna County. 4 months of drought designation. 3 flash floods in the same window. Same 30-mile corridor, each one depositing enough water to drown a car and vanishing like it was embarrassed. Drought and floods. Same place. Same season. 9 years of fieldwork. You have never seen that combination occur naturally. First farm, Reyes. Dead field, cracked earth. And at the fence line, a tide mark. Pale mineral residue, 6 inches above ground. The signature of water that came fast, left behind whatever it was carrying, and disappeared. Last flood, 11 days ago. Last recorded rainfall, 63 days ago. You drive to the county health office. The coordinator, Delgado, hands you the files before you finish introducing yourself. 11 deaths, 43 hospitalizations, respiratory, all in the same corridor. Route 26 between Deming and Hatch, same presentation. Pulmonary scarring the doctors in Albuquerque have never seen in this pattern. CDC? Environmental exposure. Said the way someone says a word they don't believe. They took samples, filed a report. Left 6 weeks ago. Nobody came back. You pull atmospheric particulate data. Elevated readings on 17 days over 4 months. Cross-referenced against hospitalizations. 15 of 17 days produce a cluster within 48 hours. Primary compound, AGI, silver iodide, standard cloud seeding agent, considered safe at standard concentrations. Secondary compound, not listed by name, a molecular formula that doesn't appear in any public chemical registry you can access. You write it down. Has anyone told you about the planes? Delgado asks. What planes? They fly the corridor. At night, no lights, 3 times a week for the past 8 months. 8 months. The drought designation is 4 months old. Whatever is flying that corridor started 4 months before anyone acknowledged there was a problem. Field report. Day 2, Route 26 corridor. 14 private wells flagged as contaminated. 6 sealed. 8 still in use because the families have nowhere else. You test 3 yourself. Every sample shows the same unidentified compound from the particulate data. Same formula. Different medium. Not airborne now. In the groundwater. Whatever those planes are dispersing isn't staying in the air. It's falling. Entering the soil. Moving through the water table at a rate nobody measured, and the CDC apparently chose not to. You run the atmospheric dispersion model. Given prevailing winds, aircraft altitude, particulate size range consistent with cloud seeding, the dispersal footprint covers 340 square miles, centered on Route 26, north toward Hatch, south toward the Mexican border. 340 square miles, 24,000 people told they were living through a drought. Flood data, February 14th, March 3rd, April 29th, 2 to 4 inches in under 6 hours each time. National Weather Service classification. Isolated convective events. Standard cloud seeding produces 10 to 15% precipitation enhancement above baseline. 2 to 4 inches in 6 hours during a declared drought is not enhancement. That is induction. Someone manufactured these storms. Flood fatalities, 19. 4 drownings, 8 vehicle submersions on Route 26, the road that floods first, the road where water arrives before alerts do. 7 structural collapses. You map the overlap. Flood footprint, dispersal zone, hospitalization addresses, contaminated wells. Everything lands in the same 340 square miles. And at the center, a facility. Unmarked. 2 prefabricated buildings, 1 antenna array, aimed corridor parallel, 1 equipment shed on a ridge with unobstructed line of sight to the entire corridor. No address, no permit, no utility hookup. But a road, single track, freshly graded, historical satellite imagery. 7 months and 26 days ago. Empty ridge. 7 months and 25 days ago. Road. 1 day. Not built, placed. You start the car and drive toward it. Field report, day 3, Ridge Facility, 1422. No sign, no agency identifier. No sign is its own kind of sign. One weather monitoring station with a precipitation gauge that is bone dry. In a region that has flooded 3 times in 4 months, it's not measuring what falls here. It's measuring what they're making fall somewhere else. You search the molecular formula. One result, a 2019 patent. Vestris Environmental Technologies. A hygroscopic nucleation agent for rapid precipitation induction in low humidity atmospheric conditions, making it rain in a drought. Patent approved 2021. Federal contract awarded 2022. Agency unspecified. Listed as Atmospheric Research and Development, National Security Application. National Security Application. The classification that removes a program from WMO oversight, EPA review, congressional disclosure. The classification that makes a program invisible. The Vestris contract links to a program designation buried in a defense appropriations footnote. 3 words and a number. Site ERIS 7. One result in your clearance database. An interagency memo from 14 months ago. Same month, the road appeared on the ridge. CIRRUS 7. Active Precipitation Management Program. Joint DoD-NOAA Authority. Southwest Corridor. Mandate. Drought mitigation through targeted atmospheric intervention. Drought mitigation. 11 dead, 19 flood fatalities, 43 hospitalizations, 8 families drinking contaminated water. Your phone buzzes. Unknown number. Ms. Solis, we're aware you've been in the corridor 3 days. We'd like to brief you on CIRRUS 7 before you finalize your report. You look at the facility camera, no longer pretending to be inactive. Albuquerque, Federal Building, tomorrow. Full program parameters. I'll think about it, you say. You hang up. Upload everything to 4 backup locations before you drive back down the ridge, because tomorrow you might be in a federal building being managed, and you want today to already exist somewhere they can't reach. Field report, day 4, Albuquerque, Euro 9, Erdisur. The man who meets you lost an argument a long time ago and has been living in the consequences ever since. Dr. Warren Cole. Atmospheric Research Division, DOD, late 50s. The dishevelment of someone who stopped caring what they looked like 30 years ago because they were caring about something else. CIRRUS 7 was designed as a drought intervention. He says before you sit, the compound induces precipitation where standard silver iodide fails. It works. That's not the problem. What's the problem? Interaction effect. In soil with high iron content and low pH, the compound undergoes a secondary reaction, binds to groundwater particulates, becomes bioavailable in a form the safety assessment didn't model. Because the assessment was done in a laboratory, we identified the interaction in month 2. Suspension was recommended by me and 2 others, and not acted upon. CIRRUS 7 was classified mission critical. 3rd consecutive drought year. The only intervention producing measurable precipitation at scale. They kept flying. Enhanced monitoring protocols. He says it the way Delgado said environmental exposure. The monitoring confirmed the contamination. The flood fatalities? The suspension recommendation was reclassified as internal research dissent. 38 people, you say. 11 respiratory deaths. 19 in floods your program manufactured. You called them acceptable variances. I didn't write that memo. But you didn't stop the program. He looks at his hands. No. You turn the laptop toward him. The Castillo property. The sealed well. The dispersal model. Every hospitalization inside 340 square miles. Was this program ever about drought mitigation? Long silence. Initially, the drought was real. The program was designed in good faith. He stops. And then it worked. And a system that induces precipitation at scale, in specific locations, on a specific timeline. The applications become broader than drought. What applications? Water is leverage, controls food production, population movement. The corridor was chosen because the population is rural, dispersed, underserved. The health infrastructure thin enough that consequences would take months to surface. Slow and quiet and manageable. You stand.
You said you saw him
I'm going to
near the
file my
warehouse.
field report. I know.
It's in the
real one,
report.
underneath the guilt. Something that looks like relief. I know that too, he says. Field report. Day 5, Luna County, Motel, 2347. 2 reports open on your laptop. The first, 12 pages, division standard, drought conditions, atmospheric anomalies, Hospitalizations flagged for further investigation. Floods classified as isolated convective phenomena. No mention of Cirrus 7. No mention of Vestris. No mention of leverage. No lies. Only omissions. The second, 47 pages. Everything. The formula and its patent. The dispersal model. The well data, sample by sample, family by family. The flood fatalities cross-referenced against seeding flight logs. Cole's buried suspension recommendation. The acceptable variance memo. The Vestris contract. The Castillo family, named. CT scan results attached. The Reyes fence. The waterline. 63 days without rain. 11 days since a flood. Delgado's face when she said nobody came back. Already uploaded to 4 locations before you opened either document. Already with the journalist who responded in 20 minutes. Send me everything now. You sent her everything. You submit the first report. You need the timestamp. The record that you filed what you were sent to file before anything else happened. Then, one more email. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works. Staff Director. 1 attachment. 3 sentences. The attached documents evidence a classified federal program designated Cirrus 7, operating under joint DoD-NOAA authority, which has produced 38 civilian casualties through manufactured weather events and chemical groundwater contamination. The program's operators were informed of these consequences in month 2 of operations and continued flying. I am a field officer for the Environmental Intelligence Division, and this is my sworn account. You hit send. Outside, the night sky over Luna County is clear. No clouds, no planes, just stars. The density of stars you only see far enough from city light that the sky gets to be what it actually is. Field officers don't stop the machine. The machine is too large, too funded, too classified, too useful. They document it. Make sure the record exists and cannot be erased. Make sure that when the variances accumulate past containment, when 47 pages become a hearing, become the kind of accountability that arrives late, but arrives, the record is already there. Precise, sourced, time-stamped, waiting for the moment the people who buried it run out of places to dig. What was already true before this script existed. Cloud seeding is a documented federal practice. Silver iodide, listed in WMO registry as standard seeding agent. Programs classified as national security applications are exempt from WMO oversight, EPA review, and congressional disclosure requirements. This exemption exists in current federal law. Cirrus 7, fictional. The classification that would make it invisible, not fictional. The acceptable variance memo, fictional. The institutional logic behind it, documented. Mara Solis, fictional.